Here are some simple tips in WWE 2K25 that'll help you out defensively so you don't get spammed. While standing, your opponent has the opportunity to throw light attacks with the square button on Xbox, that'll be X, heavy attacks, which are going to be slower, but they're going to actually do more damage, and then they have the opportunity to grab you with the circle. Now with the basic attacks with square and X, the initial one you can actually reverse. You're going to notice the triangle icon pop over my opponent's head because I'm on PlayStation. If you're on Xbox, this will be Y. Now notice how the first strike, the triangle pops over his head. And if you hit it at the right time, you'll actually be able to reverse their move. This same thing applies to the heavy attacks too, but keep in mind if you don't get it, you get put into a whole animation where you're taking much more damage. Next up is going to be the grapples. You cannot counter the initial grab with your opponent, so keep that in mind when playing online or playing against the CPU. But what you can do, just like on the feet, there are heavy slams, there are light slams, there are Irish whips, there's carries, and then there's drags. So once you're put into this animation, you want to try to predict what your opponent is going to do with their slam. And you just want to spam the square button if you think they're going to do a square, a light attack or light slam or whatever the case may be. If you think they're going to go heavy, you want to hit spam X. If you think they're going to Irish whip you, just spam circle. Basically, you're going to be saying, hey, I'm going to try to predict what move he's going to do. And if you get it correctly, you'll counter his grapple move. But keep in mind, if you do choose wrong, you do have the opportunity to reverse what they're doing in the middle of the animation. But here's the kicker. Some animations do not have that reversal window. So I'm going to show you two different animations. One will have it, one won't. So here's the first one where you're going to notice that triangle pop up in the middle of the animation, meaning that if you hit it at that right timing, you're going to reverse the move. And here is one where you don't have that luck. And boom, no triangle, you're going to be hit with that. Now, a lot of people online are going to spam moves like that because you cannot reverse it. So keep that in mind when playing against them. And basically what you're going to have to do is predict what are they going to do. Are they going to press square, X, or they're going to press circle on the initial after the grab? And just so you guys get a 100% better understanding, in order to reverse each move, the lights are going to be square. On Xbox, that's going to be X after the grapples. If he grabs you and he hits X, he's trying to do a heavy slam, which you're going to have to hit X. On Xbox, that's going to be A. And if he looks to Irish whip you, like so, you're going to have to hit circle at the same time. Now, if your opponent tries to do a carry, like so, or a drag like this, you're going to notice that triangle pop up in the middle as you did initially try to drag him. This same thing happens whether you're trying to drag them or you're actually trying to pick them up. The same counter window is going to pop up. But what you cannot do is you cannot counter the initial try to pick up. You got to wait for that triangle to pop up on your screen. Now, the last two things in defense that are going to be on the feet that I'm going to teach you guys in this video is going to be the signatures. Now, keep in mind, the initial triangle you can hit on signatures and finishers. Some signatures and finishers will not have that reversal window in the middle of the animation. So basically what you have to do is hit triangle at the beginning. And if you don't, well, buddy, you're cooked. So let's see. Cody Rhodes, boom. The pedigree, notice how I had two triangles, one at the beginning and one at the very end. Now we're going to do the crossroads. Now I don't think you have that luxury. If you don't get the crossroads at the beginning, you're cooked. Right? The initial triangle, boom. Notice how no triangle pops up. So basically you got to get it at the beginning. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more tips.